In September 2019, 50,000 members of the Indian diaspora flooded into a football stadium in Houston, Texas. They were there to take part in a massive rally to mark the visit of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. As crowds inside the arena shouted pro-India slogans, outside the stadium, protesters chanted refrains about the demise of Indian democracy. Indian Americans are now the second largest immigrant group in the United States. Their growing political influence and their courtship by the Indian government raises important, as yet unanswered questions. How exactly do Indians in America view India, the political changes underway there, and U.S.-India relations? To shed light on how this community views its homeland, we conducted a nationwide survey of 1,200 Indian American residents. Here's what we found. Indian Americans are divided about India's current trajectory. Respondents born in the United States are particularly concerned that India is headed down the wrong track. On the whole, Indian Americans are focused on two big challenges for India's future: government corruption and slowing economic growth. While Indian Americans might be divided about India's trajectory, they hold broadly favorable views of Prime Minister Modi. Nearly half of all Indian Americans approve of his performance. And contrary to conventional wisdom, this support is bipartisan. It's true that respondents who approve of Donald Trump also generally approve of Narendra Modi, but Democrats are also more likely to approve of Modi's performance than disapprove. When it comes to contentious issues such as the equal protection of religious minorities, immigration, and affirmative action, Indian Americans hold relatively more conservative views on issues affecting India and more liberal views on issues affecting the United States. Indian Americans' views on nationalism also differ according to the context. Just over half of Indian Americans believe that Hindu majoritarianism is a threat to minorities in an Indian democracy, but nearly 3/4 of them view white supremacy as a threat to minorities in a U.S. democracy. Wooing the Indian diaspora has been a cornerstone of the Modi government's foreign policy, but it may need to diversify its approach. New data suggests that while much of the Indian American community is supportive of the present government's policy changes, the community is not a monolith. Many of the divisions that animate Indian society also ripple through the diaspora. These divisions, combined with generational and partisan differences, foreshadow a more fractured Indian American community in the years to come.